9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS The Voice of Stockton or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
All right, welcome on the Sunday afternoon, The Voice of Stockton, KXVS 92.1, The Voice of Stockton, the Vigil show. I would like to thank everyone for watching and wanted to talk about what's been happening yesterday about what a Christmas in July, and what was another one, and it was really awesome. It's a good turnout. It was packed. People were coming in and out, and it was a wonderful event of music, raffle ticket prices, and they have a lot of things that's happening that day. It was nice and fairly good day. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold, but just right. So people were just and getting involved with the prizes, the music, listening to the music. We had raffle prizes, and it was good. And we had other vendors who came and support the KXVX family radio, and it was an amazing event. It started from 6 to 10, and they had fish taco, shrimp taco, variety of dishes, and I believe there was another one that was on a vendor's menu. What was it, Edward? That was another one. That was taco. What was it?
I'm afraid I didn't try the other vendor, but I know that we had Rita's over there who had
Rita.
Global Fusion.
Yeah.
Global Fusion.
Okay, that
Fusion.
was good. And there was a fish thing, right? We had that, and there was another one with a salad, a taco bar, right?
Taco, yeah. Taco was Cafe Nessa.
Cafe Vanessa, okay.
And then Global Fusion was the wraps.
Global Fusion with the wrap. Okay, see, that was awesome. Now, we're going to have other events coming up on the KXVX family on radio. There'll be, before I go talk about what's going to be the next schedule event, I would like to announce that Congress, Jerry McNerney, member of Congress, had given KXVX a certificate of Congress recognition. Look at that. That is a wonderful, proud moment for Don, because he worked hard to develop this station to make it a community access, and really work hard to get involved with the community. We try to get involved with a lot of different issues, and really wonderful being recognized by Congressman Nerdy for that support. So it's really good. Also, that event, we had a lot of musicians that sang, and it was really good. It was a really wonderful thing. I the one that took a picture, and we had a little frame and called KXVS frame, and try to get people to get out of their shell and everything, just move on. And it's, hey, you want to take a picture in the frame? And so it was really good. Everybody was very supportive. I got my face drawn also. It was very good too. It was free, but I get them a little bit of donation for their time. It was awesome. Now, then the next day we're gonna have a in commemorate of the special. I'm gonna get up and on a special people who care about stranger, who care about evil and social injustice, easy to be hard, gal,
McDermott.
Demo? I can't read that.
McDermott.
The name. James. I can read
Rado.
the name. James. Rayo. And Jeremy.
Jerome.
Rodgar. Thursday, September 16th in 2018, they'll be giving a party on the patio at 7:30 to 10. Live music, Stockton Civic Theater at 2312 Rosemary Lane. The ticket costs $50 for individual, available on August 1st at the Stockton Live Theater.com. And their phone number is 209-473-2424. And it's benefit for the Peace and Justice Network, Connection, and the KXVS, the Voice of Stockton. They're going to have food, drink, taste, live music, fun, craft, art, vendor, and nonprofit. So come to support us. We're going to be on, they're going to be, the last date is August 1st, and the event will start on Thursday, September 6, 2018, okay? Up there, on August 4th, starting at 7 p.m., tickets $24 for senior, student, and children, $29 for adults. So it's Ryan Ahern in concert, and he's also going to be coming in the theater at Civic Theater and buy the ticket as well. So that's the next event, August 4th, start at 7 p.m. Now, next one over here is the powwow container. Will be at August 31st, and another one September 1st and 2nd. Stockton Powwow at the University of Pacific, which I go every year. Always, every year I go there a lot, you know. It's fun, you learn their culture, you know, their native Indian, and also it's a wonderful idea to come and participate in that event. So I definitely will be there also. And next one is National Night Out, 35th anniversary, 35th anniversary every year. Police Community Partnership on August 17, 2018 at Janet Lee Plaza at 5 p.m. Music, food, game, raffle ticket prizes, art, leaders, next door and friend, host downtown Stockton with special guests from the Stockton Police, the Stockton Port Baseball, Stockton King, Stockton Heat, it's a hockey, and it's the City of Stockton. They're all sponsorship them. So hopefully if you want to have your own block party, you can register your party through their website, okay? That's the only way you can. People in the city will recognize that you're supporting them and National Night Out for your own block party at home. Get to know your neighbor, get to know, have music, you have barbecue, variety different events, okay? Now, next one is the golf. And that is Stockton Mexican Athletic Scholarship Committee, July 21st, 2018 at Mickey Grove. Golfing tournament will benefit the local high school student athletic attending college. And there's one over there is called Hole in One contest for $10,000. Wow, that's a lot. That's cool. Well, Edward maybe should go and win that $10,000. Ah, I wish. And with the closet to the pen, longest drive. So I don't know what that means. Anybody who knows what that means, please call, let me know. Okay, it's $100 golfer. Register or call John at 209-712-9978. So there's a lot of events coming this month and next month. So it's really awesome to come and support your community and your organization and just to be collaborate with other people. Okay? Now I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay? Can I get my dog? There. Come on. Okay, this is my dog, my service dog. Just a while ago, I posted on my website on Facebook page regarding a man trailing, and when I went to Safeway, here you go, Safeway store, I put my dog on the basket where you put your purse, or you could put your backpack, or I could put my dog so she don't get ran over, or put on the leash, or customers don't walk over or trip over her. So I want to make sure I'll be careful to have consideration for other people. While I was doing shopping, going around to pick up my food and everything, as I was going to the line, one of the other people, an elderly people, went and complained about to the cash register, saying that that's not a proper way of putting your dog on the cart. Well, down to me, as I was working in Walmart and I had to get the cart in and out, you know, carts have a lot of germs. Anybody touch on the bar rail and you don't know where it's been, where it's been from, and whatever, you still have germs, you know. Well, my dog is more cleaner than that. I usually put my my sweater or my jacket, like extra t-shirt, like this. Put on top of the cart, so she get on top of it this way, so that way she don't get germ from her tail or whatever. So I keep my dog clean too. But anyway, that's my perception of being a servant. Have more focus to caring for my dog is important, like family. I don't treat my dog like animals. Like you don't care. They go through all day without food or water, and you're out and about. No. This dog is well taken care of. But at the same time, people are complaining about sanitary. And when I'm an advocate in sanitary, I don't like sanitary. I'm very germophobic when it comes to that. You know, so that to me, that was inconsiderate for them to not knowledge, to be educated by that. So now I was kind of like, what's the difference? How did they wash it? Did they clean their cart? Where they been? Now, this week, I also posted a page about a local community villain, hero, that it's Batman.
Yeah.
Batman, local,
Batman.
at 99. You know, I was like, wow. You know, it's almost like Arrow. You know, the Arrow. You know, you fail. You know, it's kind of like a modern day.
It's interesting, yeah.
What do you call it? Garden.
Like a vigilante.
Yeah, vigilante.
The vigilante,
And
yeah.
also it's got guardian angel. They have the hat. They all go. You have to go around in group to patrol people's safety and community. Now we have a vigilante in the 99-cent store, and you see people smoking crack or doing drugs and doing crime, and yet that person that was there, who had the video and announced it, said that he wasn't arrested. Can you imagine? He wasn't arrested at first, but when the Stockton police found out there were video it, find out there was a crack pipe and all that stuff that was evident, they made an arrest on that guy.
Well, that one person, he actually didn't get arrested. But other people that he had apprehended before, like shoplifters and vandalizers, those usually do get arrested by the police. And this guy carries his own handcuffs, too. He'll just approach people and then just detain them and wait for the cops to show up.
Right. But now I just find out that when they didn't realize that the news media had video that what he had for handcuffing, they filed charges against that guy.
They actually did file charges on him?
Yeah, they did file charges.
Well, that's good to hear.
That's something that, the police, at first they should have arrested anyway. Because they had the evidence right there, and they just kind of let it go. Like, no big deal. But when he saw it on video, and the news media caught it and said, look, this person has been arrested, and we had, it showed the pipe and all that smoke and all that joint, whatever. It just made a file against them. So it really showed it's like, we got to do something about it. So they cleared their hand and said, okay. So basically, police need to have more. We need to have more camera like this to really have witness to say, look, this is what we have, evidence, we caught it on, and then if you don't have no record, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but at the same time, we have to be careful when it comes to police officers having more access to surveillance stuff like that, because there's keeping a watchful eye on people and making sure nothing happens, and then there's also intruding on people's privacy.
Right, I agree with that. That's true. Yeah, but to what circumstance, how long they're gonna take when intrusion become monotonous? Even though with public people, when you have children around, you're trying to keep them safe. You're trying to make sure that you don't want to set an example and you say, oh, if that person did it, why can't I do it? Even the parents say, no, you can't do that because that's their way of living the way it should do. You know what I mean? But like you said, it takes both ways.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they were probably cautious about this because they got the surveillance on the guy and they were like, okay, so this guy, he got video footage of the guy smoking crack and whatnot. But at the same time, it's also possibly an intrusion on his rights of privacy. But at the same time, he was doing this at a 99-cent store on private grounds.
Yeah, but he didn't do it in his house. His privacy, one thing, you could do privacy in your home.
Yeah, if it was in your house, in public, if you're in the parking lot of a store, nonetheless, I think someone has the right to show footage if they suspect you're in the process of committing a crime.
Right. So yeah, it's legal, and anything like smoking marijuana is legalized. Smoking crack is not.
No, it's not.
So it's against the law. So either way, two different examples.
Yeah.
Now, so Edward, have you decided to become a super villain? Captain America Shisha right now?
I'm afraid I'm not strong enough to be a vigilante. But anybody can do their part to be a bit of a hero. Report anything that you seem suspicious to the police. Do your part to make your community safer, your neighborhood, and stuff like that. Everybody can be a hero. They don't necessarily have to say they're Batman to do it.
That's true. That's good. That's a good point. Yes, and also in my webpage, I also mentioned about I just letting you know I went to the city hall last Tuesday.
Okay.
And it was kind of interesting that I called 3 weeks when I went to get my interpreter there. And I called him, and he said, "Okay, Doug, we'll get you an interpreter for that public meeting." So finally, I let it go. Then Friday, before a week from Friday, the next week Friday I called the clerk office, and I told them, "You got my interpreter," and right there, they said, "Oh, yes, Doug, we're working on it." So I let it go. I said, "Okay, fine." So I waited. I said, to make sure that won't happen. So I just let it go. So I got a funny feeling they didn't order it. So I went and showed up an interpreter anyway on Tuesday. So as I was there, they knew that I was coming, but yeah, they didn't give me a reserve spot to sit with my interpreter.
Really?
So normally they do that. They put me in the front seat and they put it. But before, there used to be a handicapped section on or in the back where the staff you do when they have another podium on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was kind of like, wow, I don't have I can't hear what's going on. People were talking, people were doing there, and I was way in the back, and I'm looking facing.
Oh, that's
so
unfortunate,
it was
man.
very difficult. But I was supporting the native collection. It's the native connection, the person that talking about the Indian reservation. I was supporting them and helping them make an official for the Yucca holiday and make a no Columbus Day flat. The Stockton, like Sacramento had supported their own Indian tribe to at the proclamation.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, they were trying to support that thing too also. So now. As they called my name. Instead of talking about supporting them, I had to readdress my ADA complaint about no interpreter.
Mm-hmm.
So this lady knew that I was going to go and talk about ADA because this month is ADA Awareness Month. Anniversary of 27, I believe it's 27 year anniversary. This on the 26th at the Capitol. So. This month. So at first I was like, are you aware that I have a friend that is Jennifer Gass, or former known as Jennifer Boylan, who altered in the blind community, very well known in the blind community, so very active and everything, did not get an agenda in Braille. And they said they were going to do that. And they never got through with that. They never bothered to call them since March. Okay? March took a long time. And not following up until July, the March, April, May, June, July, 5 months that they have not, they didn't do anything about it. Mm-hmm. So I had her former letter with my former letter connected because there was no requesting an interpreter. The last time they requested an interpreter was 2017. So obvious, when I called them and I said, I can have an interpreter, right away they said, duh. They couldn't find a deaf interpreter, or they didn't have enough available interpreter. So they gave me excuses. So I let it go. And that's why people are asking, duh, how come you're not going to the city hall lately? Because that's why. So it's been because in order to have those type of service, the city has to have a vendor. A vendor has to kind of have a contract with organization to be interpreting. They have to have a contract for having a cart. They have to have a contract having a thing Braille that specialize on that service. The city don't have that service. Unfortunately, they don't have that much. But yet the school board already have it ready for people have that access. The city and the county don't. So
it's strange.
It is strange. But in 2018, we should have to be transparent and barrier free for all people to come to the meeting. Mm-hmm. But it's not ready. I mean, their agenda, when you read it, all several programs provided by the public are ready, meaning that it should be ready for them to have it. But no, it wasn't that. So. Nevertheless, I did not attack the council. I did not attack the mayor. I made a point like, look, this has gone too far. This already it's been like almost 2015 that I had to fight for those things, and now I have to do it again. Mm-hmm. So it really wasn't that. It was a problem because most of the people that were on the city council knew that was the issue right there, and now we're going backward again. So really, I wasn't offending anybody. I really think, look, this thing is very important, not just me, for anybody else who requested those acts. It shouldn't be turned away from public meeting. I gave them a solution that day. I said, look, all the people who are disabled or are requesting accommodation to speak in common comment should be first priority on top before general comment. General comment comes last, okay? They're late. The bus is cut late. They're tired. I had a sciatic nerve, and they was hurting already. I'm sitting down all day. I'm tired. And so when I got up in the front on the stand, the public comment, I tell you, we need to have. That's a violation. And all the camera that they video, that it's all evident. They watch. So we could have a lot of, I made a good example of those type of situation, So I already got threat, I got bully, and I got threat, bully, and what's another word?
Intimidated.
Huh?
Intimidated.
Intimidated. Like if we took it out, I would lose my position, or I would lose my sense of identity, and all that stuff, because I was attacking the mayor, which I was not. I was attacking more like focusing on the ADA, on the city attorney. I say, look, you know better that ADA has to be implemented and followed, and yet, if you don't do that, what are you doing about it? Instead of being compromising it, letting it go, because people who have delayed speech or do have delayed impediment, they're taught and they're nervous, they need to have like at least 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Before it was just 5 minutes. Generally, it's 5 minutes to 7 minutes to talk, and that's it. But now they shrink it down to 3 minutes. So really, they really don't have no freedom of speech. They're limited on freedom of speech. So that's my point. But I do believe that discretion from people from the council and different board members have to have discretion, and that not everybody could do 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But not everyone cannot express themselves within 3 minutes.
It's true.
So that's really. It's an injustice, and it's in violation of the ADA when people are disabled are breaking the law.
Yeah.
And we have so many laws. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm not. That's my passion. That's my focus. And somebody who tried to blackmail and intimidate me and tell me that you're doing it wrong. Only I could do it. To me, it's not about that person. Ego, it's not an ego thing. It's me. It's more like a personal thing for me. Because in communication, it's very important to me, because if you can't hear what you're telling, I mean, what benefit for me to be around?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: what would you do? What would you do differently if you saw me when you saw what I just told you? What would you done differently, or would you do the same thing?
Well, I mean, I'd be doing the same thing as you. I'd be trying really, really hard to try and get the rights to an interpreter, because, as you said, there are some people out there who desperately need an interpreter in order to communicate. As you said, some of us, when we're not able to hear things, it's difficult for us to understand what people are saying. It's hard for us to understand the situation and how powerful the impact the situation can be. It's hard for us to be able to give our feedback, and that could also lead to confrontations. An argument can start simply because you don't know what they're talking about, and it could lead to a misassumption and things like that.
Right, and yet, and that's why I have, and then right after the meeting, I'm gonna tell you, it was really cool. I got a chance to talk to a couple of the mayor. I mean, not the mayor, the city council.
Okay.
And I asked them, excuse me, do you think what I was out of line, what I said, and then she said, no, Doug, I totally understand where you're coming from, and I understand that we're going to advocate for that, because I definitely understand where you're coming from. You were not out of line, because I didn't attack the mayor or the city councilman regarding the ADA, because it's not their job. The staff is the ones responsible for implementing the city manager's job and the attorney job. Did you know the ADA city attorney have fund for
I didn't
ADA?
know that. No, I did not.
Yeah, they have like $100,000 on their budget.
Wow.
To really practice their fund, to make sure ADA are required for the city. But nevertheless, people, just because they want me to, that I'm not going to be on the board within this city within the city, telling me that I'm going to lose my opportunity, I'd rather lose that opportunity and wait until things are done. Because I think I do much better doing outside, getting incompetent and being part of something that is not really working at all. You know what I mean?
There's more than one way to go around doing things.
Right. Yeah. So I just feel now I'm just praying that hoping that everything will go well. I'm not going to stress that. I right now the radio is a very powerful communication skill.
Yeah.
To be heard and understand that I'm not going to be the victim. I'm not going to let people bully me. I'm not going to let people intimidate me. I'm not going to let people trying to blackmail me.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing all this time.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I cannot allow people to try to do that like they tried to do to me, try to control me last year, because last year was a very confusing thing too for what my weakness and what my strength was. As far as where part of the community was. I am well known in the deaf community. I have more pull in the group of people in the deaf community as well as Jennifer has power in the blind community. So if we join forces, we can accomplish a lot of good things,
Oh yeah.
But as far as my concern, as far as that the city has been gone backward.
Yeah.
I just want to remind them, hey, we do have a city, we have a deaf community, we have a blind community, we have mental community, we have a lot of people who are in need of their service. And yet they're just like listening, but there's no action behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So what to do? If I'm gonna file something, I'm not gonna file in San Joaquin where they know each other. I'm gonna file the federal court in Sacramento.
Yeah.
But 88 is a federal law. But as far as that concerned, that's been happening all week. Been dealing with people that are not team player.
Well, that sounds rough and all, but I mean, all I could say is just do your best to hang in there. Don't lose hope. There's a saying that I always memorize: things get better in the end, and if it hasn't gotten better yet, then it's not the end yet.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and that's a good part of that. I really appreciate Edward. Edward, one thing about Edward, we were talking about that. Edward has this good, keep himself busy as far in community radio station, and a good different mentality of thinking, the way you think, and that's true because basically, well, we talk about mental issues that our youth that go through in the Delta College.
Mm-hmm.
Are they providing those services?
I believe so. There is assistance for certain people with certain disorders. I know that there is a DSPS, or I might have butchered the enunciations, but there are
the disabled service center.
Yeah, there is a center there to where they offer programs for people with certain disorders. They offer tuition for their classes and things like that, and also workshops and places they can go to hone their skills and things like that to help them.
But it's kind of strange because I had a mother that came to me and was complaining because the Mountain Regional Center, had cut back a lot of adult programs. And her daughter is only 25 years old, and they're been cut back of their program, and yet they want Vigil said that she is qualified being there, but just because someone told them that he hit somebody, and she was out of control with it was all lies,
Yeah.
So the Stockton Unified School District and the Mountain Region said, okay, she didn't do it. There's no evidence that he hit somebody. There was no charges been made against her or anything like that. It's just a lot of hearsay, all word. So the mother had came to me and said, "Duh, what can we do?" I said, "You know what? You should talk to Drill. Drill is another organization that advocate justice. When you're trying to get your kid in school, and then you know that your number one advocate is their parent, because they know what they like, they know what they like to wear, their interest, their color, and all that. They knew how capable they could do. But sometimes they will surprise their mother and father what they get able to do. Sometimes in the adult spectrum.
Yeah.
So it kind of surprised them. Oh wow, I didn't know she could do that. Wow, and that make the parent really proud, make him feel like wow, she's improving, being human.
Yeah.
Being alive, being aware with a lot of things. But when a parent, when an organization, two different organizations contradict each other, the parent cannot go anywhere. They feel frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
So, because there's no service helping each other. One that approve, another one that they're not approved. So it definitely is a catch-22. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I do agree with I told the mother, go get Grill and help her advocate for you for that. And that's the only solution. You know, I like to help people out. If I can't, I refer them to other organizations that I know that will help them. But those are things that the people that I pretty much, I'm not an expert, but I do advocate people with disabilities that have the right, but not to be considered second-class citizen, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why it's an opportunity. When people ask me what ADA means to me, it's freedom. Freedom to live in your own life, freedom to have access, to live with your life, to pay, you know, have a technology that can handle your bit. Because I'm not asking for a handout. I'm on somebody that I could be with, so I could be useful in the society. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to focus on. There's a lot of technology, there's a lot of survey can be done, but people can be self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what needs to be done. Learn to be self-sufficient. People are focused so much on youth, but yet people are not focusing on people that are second-class youth, that think that it doesn't matter because they're going to be living with their parent, they're going to be living in an institution.
Yeah.
It's all that negativity that's around it, stigmatized it, and it's not. It shouldn't be that way in 2018.
Yeah.
So that's why I did this radio station, because I focused on ADA, I focused on issue on ADA, and I focused on the problem that people that are getting those type of, not getting that help, and probably get some resources to get them help, you know. So I'm an advocate of that, and that's what this segment is all about, which regarding that issue. So, and same thing with the service dog. Even though it's emotional service dog, I can vary. People, I don't agree with chicken. I don't agree with turkey. I don't, you know, snake that consider a emotion support to go on an airplane. You know, remember that movie Airplane would have a bunch of snakes coming around on their feet, and I'm like, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about dog or something, or a cat, where you take them with you on board, seeing your dog gets everything in control. Look at this dog right now. He's calm. He's not active. He's not on people's leg. He's not running around bothering people. That's how you control your animal. There's a difference between a blind dog and a hearing dog. People who use service dog generally see more of the blind using German Shepherd, Labrador for their service. They see that. They're big dog. But people never don't notice that a hearing dog could be also be a smaller dog. A hearing dog could be any dog that's able to bark at any sound, whether it's the doorbell, the telephone, people walking on the street, to make sure you're aware of what's going on. My dog is my alarm. She wake me up at 10:30 every morning, licking me. Okay, and I don't hear it. She wake me up. That's my alarm system. So I get up. So it's just training that dog, a hearing dog, different. It's not, even though it's considered an emotional support dog, I still call it a service dog because it served me as the person knowing where it's at. If I go to the car and somebody bang on the window, she'll bark. I said, where's the sound coming from? You know what I mean? So she'll go to the window where the noise comes from, and I'll look where it's at. Because with my hearing aid, I don't know where the sound comes from, because everything is all around me. So if you ask me, Doug, where's the sound come from? I'm like, I don't know. I only hear I hear it, but I don't know where it's at. So a lot of people that's why when I lose my hearing aid sometime, and I wear my glasses, I tell my brother, where is it? I can't hear it. So it's a struggle that we have to go through a lot every day. But we everybody has struggle. I'm not the only one. I don't want to be victimized, like me. I can't do it. I don't have no life. I don't have no I don't know nothing to participate in life.
Yeah, that kind of mentality only just makes things seem more negative for you in the future.
Right. So you know where I'm coming from. So I really appreciate the event yesterday. It really got me outgoing. Me, a lot of people. There were a lot of people, family from the KXVX was there. we have friends that came over here that came. We had community that came to support us, and that was a positive role we needed about our community, and that was a wonderful thing. At this moment, that's pretty much what my show is about. It's a general topic that I would like to talk about, what's been happening to me, and just letting you know that I'm with you. I understand I understand what you're coming to. I feel empathy about what your disabilities are. I've been through that a lot. I understand the pain. I understand the struggle. I understand the mentality of being struggling, mentally, emotional, and physically also, because it's very hard. People will say, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, and you don't know what you mean because you've never been there in their shoes, you know. So I understand where they're coming from. So, and at that note, we have, we're going to close out for now. First of all, I would like to thank my guest that's hiding, Bernie Oliva. She's a wonderful lady. She's been my friend, my mentor too. She's a wonderful, beautiful lady. And her daughter, Victoria Oliva, she's also in a day school, adult school program. And she's a wonderful girl too. She's amazing. So I'm thankful that they're part of our life, and she really softened my heart because she's so innocent, like an angel, you know, like that. So I wish you could. She's right there. You can see the little edge, and you see her feet right there, like that. See that? So anyway, that's cool. Anyway, have a good day. Have a good Sunday. And thanks for watching The Voice of Stockton, KXVX, The Voice of Stockton, and the Doug Victor Show. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.